Verse.
Jared Verse.
Yeah. That he was fined for, like, I think he was signing like a peace sign to what was it the fans or the opposing team?
The opposing team,
I think after he returned the touchdown, was it?
The USA wanted some oil in Venezuela, which negotiations were going smoothly. He basically invaded the country and took captive the president and his family. Not sure what was his intentions of doing that, but
yeah, that was wild.
Trump is real life a crash out fool. Like he don't care. He's like a powerful crash out, just like that one cuz Trax
NYC. Hey yo, nah, shout out Trax NYC. If I ever get some real jewelry, I'm going to Trax NYC.
Right?
You try to spaz on cuz, y'all can roll the clip. Try to spaz on cuz real life lit up a fireball and spit in his face, man. I heard there was a fire in a club at a ski resort.
How ironic.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's like 40 victims. It's like, you telling me nobody ran out that joint? I did see videos of like people like looking at the fire and recording it like this, bro.
Yeah. Playing with life, bro.
Got it, type.
I got it. I'm Rampage Jackson.
But so
too, I'm spanking shit right now.
So
And big out shout out to
that's how it should be.
I'm gonna look.
You still gonna look?
I'm gonna look.
Keep it playing.
Cause they Guatemala, USA might win. I don't know, bro.
Hey.
What it do, Playmakers? It's your boy Playmaker Swift here on episode 13. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the feedback, for all the support, all the likes and everything. Hope you guys had a nice week. We're going to kick off this episode with some juicy topics. But I'm going to pass it to the bro to the left to give his intro.
What it do? I know last time I was a little sick with the flu. You know what I'm saying? I had to bounce back on some MJ shit, you hear me?
Ooh.
But yeah, you know what it is?
MJ performed with the flu.
with the flu.
Flu game.
I couldn't do it. I was in the bed.
You can't say MJ, bro.
I mean, in my head, I was like MJ. I was like, I gotta fight back.
You more like Anthony Davis.
Come on. You know what it is, but I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna pass it. But it is your boy Kevin, Mr. Not Rockin'. Yes, sir.
Welcome back, Kev, for sure.
Appreciate it. Yes,
for
sir.
sure. What's going on, everybody? This is Playmaker Nene. Thank you guys for joining, listening, and watching. I'll pass it to my bro.
What I do, Playmakers, is a Playmaker Pana. This is the second episode of the year, so hopefully everybody's still, keeping their promises and their, New Year's resolution. And hey, stay accountable to your goals and keep it moving.
Yes, sir. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Absolutely.
Now being the second week of the new year, everyone knows, especially us sports fanatics, that it's the end of the regular season of the NFL. So if you can sum up the regular season in one word, Playmaker Pana, what would it be? This NFL regular season.
This NFL season was full of bullshit, man.
Bullshit.
A whole lot of things happening in the NFL this season, especially like a lot of fines and, the NFL fining players for, dumb reasons and always finding a reason to try to make more money and
it's a business, bro. It's a business.
100%. It's a business.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Give me one word, Trev. One word you will give the regular season.
This NFL season was disappointing for me. I'm not gonna lie. My team, as you guys know, my team is 3-14. No, it comes. You gotta take it how it comes. But I'm looking forward to this postseason. There's definitely some interesting teams that their defenses are really insane. I'm curious to see if defense is really going to carry these teams to the Super Bowl, but yeah, it's been a disappointing season for me though. Not gonna lie.
Playmaker Kevin.
I'll say the word for me is unpredictable. It's a lot of teams coming out. The Giants beat the Cowboys today. The Giants, if y'all don't know, the Giants only beat good teams. Like when they play whack ass teams that they should beat, they lose. So I'll say unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? And we are going against the Steelers today. We're gonna get the dub.
You know what's funny about the Giants win today?
What?
With a win today, the Giants now do not have a top 5 pick in next year's draft. Congratulations to the Giants.
I respect the Giants though. They played their heart out, and even with that win, they're 4 and what? They're 4 and what? 12 or 4 and 13?
4 and 12.
Some teams can get it done. Some teams can't get it done. If you know, you know. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say about that, man.
For it.
For sure. So, I mean, I'll give one word too. I'll just say versatile. It was real versatile this season. Like at one point in the season, you didn't know who was gonna go to the playoffs, what team is playing for what position, and a lot of big teams that you thought that might do good this season did, and some small teams came from the bottom. So Playmaker Pana just mentioned about fines, and it's crazy to me how any slight celebration, anything that goes against the NFL rules, they're so on top of it. And like you said, it's a business, and I think that plays a huge part of businesses. I mean, I want to know, like, I'll probably look it up myself. I want to know how much they make a year just off fines alone. So yeah, I mean, ain't it crazy, man? These fines going on right now in the NFL.
I think the most recent one was Jared Verse.
Jared Verse. Yeah.
That he was fined for, like, I think he was signing like a peace sign to what was it the fans or the opposing team?
The opposing team,
I think after he returned the touchdown, was it?
I think was it a blocked field goal or was it a?
It was a block field, and then he picked it up and he returned it for a touchdown. So
and then picked it up.
And he picked it up, and then I think in the celebration he was signaling some sign piece or something like that to the opposing team. So I feel like stuff like that is you shouldn't be getting fined for, and especially $11,000. Like, come on,
like, they didn't even throw a flag.
They're ripping
real time. They didn't throw a flag for it either.
Nope. So it was just reviewing after the fact.
After the fact. That's so crazy. Like, it wasn't even a middle finger. My bad.
Yeah. Like, and like a lot of the times I've seen this too. It's like the money they use from the fines, they use that to pay old, because like when you play a certain amount of time in the league, they have to pay you for
insurance
and shit. Yeah, insurance. So they use that money for fines to pay the old players.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a system. It's rigged as fuck, bro.
It is.
Like, they want to put money out their pocket, so they're saying, "Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. I think JD5 got 20 bands for me to pay this nigga." So that's what they doing, bro. It's crazy as fuck. Not that JD.
Don't be dropping my QB's name like that, Crow.
I ain't gonna get into it, bro. I would spare him just because.
You don't gotta spare me.
I'm gonna spare him. I'm gonna spare him, bro.
I'm gonna spare you later. If y'all lose, I'm gonna spare you.
I'm gonna say something on camera right now, bro.
Say it.
Listen, I want to make a bet with him, right? That I don't think the Commanders are gonna ever go back to the conference finals, and I'm giving y'all 2 seasons to do this shit, to go back to the conference finals. Y'all think y'all gonna go back to the conference finals?
I mean, bro. Talent wise, yes, I believe 100%.
No. Yes or no?
No, listen, you can't say that.
What you mean?
Just like this season, we didn't lose games this season because of we're getting
injuries.
It's
I understand. I understand.
So what do you want me to say?
So within the next 2 seasons,
how about this? How about this? We'll make a bet, and I'll shake your hand on this on camera as well.
right?
But there's one clause, meaning one clause. if anyone such as like JD5 gets injured or.
Why is that a clause, bro?
Nigga, what do you mean? Bro, if my starting franchise quarterback is not playing, why the fuck am I betting?
Okay, so you're saying...
But who no one knows that, though.
You're
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
that...
That's my clause. If you want to take it, leave
you'll
it.
agree if JD is
100% healthy.
Only JD.
Only JD. That's all. Bro, he took us to the conference finals himself.
Okay.
Last season.
So my bet is next
Not
season...
himself, but you know what I mean.
Next season, he should be healthy, right?
100%.
If next season
With some
he
reinforcements
plays
too.
the entire regular season,
Yes,
and
I'll
y'all
bet that easily.
don't go back to the conference.
I'll bet that easily. Shake on it.
So if JD... Hold on. If JD does not get hurt, barred y'all going to the conference finals.
Yes.
We're shaking on it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put $50 on it. I'll put $50
that's
on it.
cool.
That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
I'm cool with that.
Bet.
Y'all not seeing, like, the reason why I'm making this bet very confidently is because I'm not the one team that y'all would think I'm worried about is the Eagles. I'm not worried about the Eagles. It's about to be a whole lot of movement in that roster this offseason. It's really the Giants. I'm really curious to see if the Giants can put it together. That offense looks elite with Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo, and Malik Neighbors. But that trio right there, that's a trio that's, would give me, a little bit of worries, but I'm not worried.
You're not worried about any other team in the NFL? No other team?
You said conference finals.
Yeah, I mean, y'all got to play other teams to get there,
Yeah,
right?
I understand. But if my team is healthy, we're gonna make the playoffs. And if we're gonna make the playoffs, we're gonna have to play our conference teams.
Okay.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, I would assume conference finals is like, all right, y'all get a good record within the regular season, go to the playoffs, and then y'all play the conference finals between, I think that's how it works, is it not?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you saying you're not worried about the Eagles, but is there any other team that, like, makes your heart skip a little bit?
No.
All right.
Come on, bro.
Y'all heard it here first. Like I said, the second episode of 2026.
Look who we lost to in the conference finals last year. The Eagles. Look at that roster look at that team. Just the way they play compared to now. They won the Super Bowl, for God's sake.
I mean, I personally think that Jalen Hurts is overrated anyway.
But it wasn't even just Jalen Hurts. It was Saquon. He's still having a good year for an average running back, but when we played him, bro, was not an average running back, bro.
It's true. So around this time next year, we gonna see.
Hey, JD, I'm putting my money I'm putting my money on you. I have faith. 5.
The Playmakers should be on what episode? What 100 or something like that. So we gonna see for sure.
Damn, 100 episodes. That's gonna be crazy, bro.
Crazy.
You know, the NFL's played in some crazy countries this year. They played in Brazil. They played in Spain, the Bernabeu. You think they're gonna go to Switzerland?
Shit, Switzerland be wild as shit.
Nah,
I mean,
for
hopefully
real.
they go to Switzerland because I feel like the NFL does have to branch out and go to different countries and get different fan bases. But I heard some shit about Switzerland recently, bro.
Me too.
I heard there was a fire in a club at a ski resort. Like, it's so many variables. Like, it's a ski resort.
Exactly.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's a fire inside the club.
How ironic.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's like 40 victims. It's like, you telling me nobody ran out that joint?
Nah, that's
I
facts.
I'm not trying to sound insensitive. I'm not trying to sound insensitive.
No,
But I'm just
rest
saying,
in
like,
peace for everyone that went through
Yeah.
that.
And who
like-
lost their lives in there? Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, of course. I did see videos of like people like looking at the fire and recording it like this, bro.
Yeah. Playing with life, bro.
Playing with life. No fight or flight. No survival instincts at all, bro.
Nah,
I
That's
think they're
crazy
probably
as fuck.
just lit. Like,
Yeah.
they're probably in there lit out their mind. They thought it was part of the show. They probably thought, damn. I'm not lying. Like, they probably thought they paid for this experience, so they were trying to get the most out of it. But no, absolutely not.
There's
That's
a bottle service or
a
something.
very unfortunate event that happened right there.
And speaking about bottle service, I think that's what caused it. You know, the sparklers they do in the clubs, and it was a real low ceiling
Yeah.
type of club. Imagine it's a resort, so it's really limited in space. But
Right,
then
right.
for it to be fitting so many people, because you said 40 victims, it's 40
Yeah.
deaths. So
Yeah.
40 deaths, 119 victims, just watching the fire
Yeah.
and not reacting to it, not running to it till it was too late.
You're right,
and I
right,
feel like that's what really caused the injuries and the deaths because they were not taking it serious at first.
I mean, I feel
like-
like we also, sorry to cut you off, I feel like we
No,
also
go ahead.
have to like blame the club for not being, prepared for these kind of situations. Because I mean, most of these
Yeah.
clubs or, situations when there's fire happening in closed spaces like this, people have like more like the sprinklers and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna tell
Fire
me nobody,
extinguishers.
fire
Right,
extinguishers,
yeah,
you gonna
right,
tell me
yeah.
like nobody could have came up with nothing to,
Yeah.
stop the fire or,
But-
I don't know how bad it was. We wasn't there.
But
we don't
either
wanna,
way, even if it's not bad, if I'm a club owner and I know that people are, in the way of danger, I'm gonna clear out the club.
Clear it up.
I'm
Right,
already
absolutely,
still
right
on the
away.
dance floor and there's a fire on the ceiling. Like,
But
that,
like, bro,
I blame the club too.
I haven't been to the club as much as y'all. I'm not sure if y'all been there more than me, but for y'all club goers, how many clubs that y'all been to do you think are equipped to really handle a fire? I can't remember looking up in the club and seeing sprinklers or like ever seen a fire extinguisher or anything like that in the club. I don't think I've ever seen one.
I haven't seen a fire in the club.
Have you seen like the sprinklers up top?
Yeah, I've seen
for
some-
sure.
Yeah, some
Absolutely,
clubs,
most
yeah.
likely,
Why y'all even looking up there when you're in the club, bro?
I mean, but it's like you got like you say, you got to be around, you got to be surrounded. You got
Yeah,
to know what you
know
do.
you're surrounded. I got
Yeah,
you. I
you
got
know what I'm
you.
saying. You
Be
got
aware of
to
your
be
surroundings.
aware, bro. Because if not, then things like that could happen,
Yeah.
and God forbid,
Because you gotta think about it, like when there's a fight in the club, security clear that whole bitch out. Everything to clear it
Instantly.
out. For a fire, for something that's potentially more dangerous,
Security's probably running too.
I ain't gonna lie, that is why security is probably out the door first.
They're
That's so
smarter.
crazy.
They're definitely smarter than one of them. But like I said, rest in peace to the individuals that did
Yeah.
go through it. And
40
I know they
victims
were
is
very
crazy.
young. Most of them were very young, within their teens and 20s.
Damn.
And
Yeah.
it's unfortunate,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it would have been handled better if it was in America. Like if America had that incident.
I guess it's all depending about the club. Because if you're
yeah.
in like a
Low budget.
if you're like in a real life sketchy ass club in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere, then I don't know if that you'll be able to avoid anything like that. But it just all depends about the club, and I guess what it more depends on about the people inside the club too.
Exactly.
Because like if you're not reacting to the fire, you're recording it, then you're the one to blame.
But that's such a crazy environment to have a fire because you have to think about it. I've been in the club a couple of times and the people working there are lit too.
Yeah.
So they're lit. Everyone in there is lit. So it's a bunch of.
say you don't be going to club?
I said not like that.
But when you go, though,
When I do go,
you
yeah,
go.
they be lit. They be lit in there for sure. Like like I know y'all know when y'all get a section, the bottle girl, the bottle girl be getting the shot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
so,
be giving them a shot?
Nah, not me.
Bro?
No,
Nah,
okay.
nah.
You just seen it.
I've seen it, yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
But like, how many of those shots have they taken at that one night? I know them. They add up. You feel
Yeah,
me?
they do add up for sure.
And you have to just imagine like safety protocols out the window when you're lit. Like I know
No, of
for
course,
a fact
of
they're not
course.
remembering what the
But look,
procedure is.
I don't think it's the bottle girl's job to take care of that.
But
you
like
know?
I'm just saying, for example, the bottle girls are lit. You want to tell me, like someone in there is not in the back is not taking shots too? You
Like
think
in
you want to be
Madison.
there sober?
I mean,
I know, everybody
on other
everybody
joints
taking
too.
shots. Everybody in the club that I've seen, they always take shots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Security was taking shots from that joint, bro.
That's why I feel like
So in the club, who do you think is like the least drunk?
The least drunk
probably
in the
like
club.
the actual owner, like
Yeah.
whoever owns the building.
Bro, I've been to clubs, bro. I've been to clubs and the owner is up there with a personal bottle.
we've been to clubs and the owner over here giving us shots.
Yeah,
bro.
that's crazy.
Like the least drunk, I'll probably say I would hope security.
Security, right?
But the bartenders being there a little lit.
They be
bottle
patting
girls
me
be
down
there.
and talking about face, but I smelled the liquor in the breath.
Yeah, bro. OC, fool. Like, even one time, I ain't gonna say where this was, bro. But, but like, I was at an establishment, right? And I gotta lock the doors and shit like that, make sure everything is good. I couldn't lock the doors. So, security rolled past me. It was like an African uncle. I smell straight Guinness on his breath, bro. I'm like, what the fuck, fool? Like, you on the clock, bro? Like, I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm like, damn, nigga, like, at least try to cover that shit with some gum, bro. Like, come on, bro. They gonna lit as shit, bro. But yeah, fool.
Nah, I feel like it's like it's not just a USA thing. It's everywhere. I feel like every club, like it doesn't matter the country, they're probably just out there not following the rules and guidelines. I don't blame them though. You know, when you own your own business, you can do what you want as long as you know you make the profit, you make the money. But you can't put people's lives in jeopardy.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be like
priority number one. That should be protocol.
But I mean, you can't go to these places and also expect someone,
The worst to happen.
No, that and also like them to be, looking out for you. You also got to take that into to your own hands and look out for yourself. Don't be a hero and stuff like that. Just
don't be a hero.
No, for real, because that's how things happen. Try to be a hero, try to save someone. If you need to help someone, help them. But don't be a hero.
Speaking of hero, I heard Donald Trump.
Is the hero the current
I
hero?
heard he invaded Venezuela and captured Maduro, which was the president, a so-called dictator. I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of that.
Yeah,
That's your hero right there.
That's not my hero. But when I originally heard of it, and I heard that he was a so-called dictator, I automatically assumed that for once, Donald Trump is doing something positive and something good. But after diving a little bit deeper and doing my own research, come to find out that's not the case. It was more so for selfish. It was for his own benefit, basically.
Who, for Donald Trump's self-benefit?
For the USA.
How so?
Basically, he invaded Venezuela because they weren't agreeing to the terms of the oil that he was trying to harvest. I'm just gonna put it in lame terms. Y'all can crucify me if y'all want, but the USA wanted some oil in Venezuela, which no negotiations were going smoothly. He basically invaded the country, and took captive the president and his family into. I'm not sure what was his intentions of doing that, but
yeah, that was wild. Like I heard that there was supposed to be like a second wave of like the military infiltrating in there, but it was just the first time was just so easy. They said, damn, like this is really juice. No, for real. And then I guess to the outside perspective, like I wasn't too educated on the topic, so I just thought, Donald Trump was doing some dumb shit again. You know what I'm saying? But once I got into the topic, I heard it was because Maduro, I said that right?
Yeah.
He
Nicolás
was
Maduro,
involved with drug trafficking between Venezuela, Colombia, and then that affected the Caribbean islands. So it's a lot at stake. It's not just not Venezuela. Even though they did benefit from it, a lot of countries did just him being captured helped a lot of countries.
you have to also realize there was a lot of damage being done with him being captured. I believe about 60 people were killed. I'm not sure if that includes the troops or the army, but I know civilians were also injured and killed as well. So the people of Venezuela are also not in support of the capture, just because of the way they went about it. And they were actually planning a ground invasion, but it doesn't seem like it'll be as successful as what they think is going to be, just because they don't have any bases stationed in Venezuela right now. So they're just going in there blind, essentially.
So now, do y'all think that this is better or worse in terms of Donald Trump getting involved?
I think this is worse, 100%.
I think it's gonna get bad.
Yeah, it's
It will get
essentially.
bad.
People are claiming this is essentially the start of a World War III.
Knowing Venezuela, being the biggest, country with reserves of oil, you know, it just feel like it's gonna bring some wars and between a lot of countries, especially like, you know, China and Russia.
Yeah.
I feel like they also wanted, they had like, you know, I feel like they also had a plan to kind of take over, but I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, Donald Trump came and, you know, ripped it off their hands. So I feel like that's gonna bring a lot of problems.
But the thing is that, like, I mean, I heard Donald Trump Ben said he was gonna do this shit.
Right.
Yeah, he's been saying it. Yeah, he's been saying it for a little bit. Like
for a little bit.
Since 2025, about November, October, he said that they actually already spoke to like Nicolás Maduro. Like if you don't, if you don't come to agreement with us, then we're gonna intervene.
He was saying, "Fuck that, come get me."
Yeah.
Maduro said that?
He said
Maduro was like, "Come here, like coward. I'm waiting for you. And if you're gonna do something, say it." And then, hey, karma's real.
Yeah,
They
bro.
came and did it. And then, speaking about kind of, I want to get away from the U.S. politics, but for like the Venezuelan people, I think what this meant for the Venezuelan people, and I think this is like the most important thing, is that they finally are free. Like the Venezuelan people been battling for years, for the past 27 years with this dictatorship and the corrupt government they've been going through in Venezuela. Venezuela used to be one of the greatest South American countries in the whole region, and they collapsed economically, socially, and every single way in the past 27 years under the rule of Hugo Chavez and Nicolás Maduro. And he lost this last election, but he rigged it for him to stay in power.
On some Paul Biya shit.
Yeah, on some
Biya shit.
yeah, for real. So
Yeah.
imagine, bro, you're making money from all this oil. You're gonna pay the politicians for them to be on your side, and that's what he did. That's kind of what his regime and his scheme was, like the oil. Because believe it or not, it's not Qatar, it's not Kuwait, it's not these Arab countries that you think they have a lot of oil money. It's Venezuela with the biggest oil reserve in the whole world.
That's crazy. I was also, from what I gathered, also because I was kind of confused as to who was benefiting from Maduro being in power. When I first heard about this, I was assuming that, you know, since he was a dictator supposedly, and, you know, rigging elections, doing crazy things, I was thinking, you know, what side of the population would benefit from this, the rich or the poor? But from what I gathered, the poor were actually, or the less fortunate, let me not say poor, were actually benefiting.
They were poor. I mean,
Okay. Well, they're benefiting just a little bit from his reign, just because he kept that oil, which is what everyone wants to get their hands on. He kept it public for the people, so they were able to benefit from that. I'm not sure if the rich didn't benefit as well, but I know for a fact that the less fortunate were definitely able to benefit something from his reign.
because wasn't it like
You're saying the less fortunate, the individuals from Venezuela were benefiting from his regime?
No.
From his
Not at all.
That is not what I said.
What'd you say? No, I'm sorry.
I was trying to see if there was anything positive that he brought to the Venezuelan people in his reign. Like, you know, some people, they are called dictators, but it just depends who's calling them a dictator. The people at the top of the food chain and people at the put
I mean, look, so I'm gonna just put it to you this way. If a group of people are celebrating that you were captured and in custody of another country, what does that say?
Yeah.
That's you.
Because in Venezuela there was no middle class at all. Like, you know, USA there's the middle class, lower class, upper class. In Venezuela it was just the rich are the rich and the poor are the poor. There's no middle class at all.
Okay.
And
They're celebrating like shit right now.
Bro, you go to Miami, you go to New York, you go to these places where there's a lot of Venezuelan people, and this is why, shout out to all my Venezuelans, like, you guys deserve this, and I know you guys been trying to do this, and you didn't know who was gonna step up to do it. But they're so happy. They're celebrating, going. It's kind of ironic. They're going to gas stations and celebrating there. Like all these Venezuelan people are a lot of influencers that are from Venezuela, like showing their support with the Venezuelan people and celebrating. And shout out to all my Venezuelans that finally, in so many years of fighting, so many years of just battling with everything that was going on, you guys finally got the day where you guys can celebrate. And like I said, this is a very tricky situation because it doesn't just stop here, because it's like, now who are we going to put in power in Venezuela?
So supposedly USA was going to take control over Venezuela in the meanwhile.
Technically.
Okay.
That's the thing. So now it's like, okay.
So yeah, now like
That was
I
the
said,
last part I didn't know. I didn't know since we captured the president, and I didn't know who was going to take command of the government.
USA is
Yeah,
supposedly
we
going
supposedly
to
run the
be.
country.
They say they were, and they are. So what do you guys think about that?
But like, so what happens then to that?
Well, until they find somebody else that can represent the country, until they find somebody else that can be empowered of the country and actually, look out for the people. So
currently-
until then, I believe it's going to be the U.S. government.
Currently, we don't have like a standout candidate, and I guess they're gonna try to figure that out. But yeah, it's true what Jorgie's saying. Like, we're definitely intervening in this whole thing because we are the interveners.
Yeah.
But how we see it in retrospect, I think it's a good step forward because we took someone that wasn't benefiting no one from Venezuela.
Right.
In my opinion. So I hope they do their due diligence, Venezuela, and as much as USA too, they put someone good in the hands of Venezuela. Because if we go back and put another trash dictatorship that's just gonna be helpful to USA, then you're just doing a wrong with a wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope they get someone of the people and that can actually help this beautiful country with beautiful people, beautiful culture, and a lot of potential, and make them flourish.
And we should have seen this coming because back in the day, it's also funny enough, and I believe it was 1989, 1990, and it was a January 3rd as well. U.S. invaded Panama to capture Noriega at the time, which was another corrupt president, dictator in Panama, was, part of drug trafficking and stuff like that as well. So, it all correlates, so to this day, that's what I'm trying to say. January the 3rd, that's when USA went and captured Maduro. So it was like, we could almost see this coming, but we missed that.
Basically, Trump saying, if you fuck with it, we gonna come in and snatch your chain.
So January 3rd,
January
gotta be looking at.
Everyone watch out January 3rd.
Watch out.
So no, but it's crazy that even is the case. It's like Trump is real life a crash out fool. Like
Crash
he don't
out.
care. He's like a powerful crash out. Just like that one cuz Trax
NYC. Hey, yo. Nah, shout out Trax NYC. If I ever get some real jewelry, I'm going to Trax NYC.
Right? I think he's a man for the people,
He's
bro.
a man for the people, bro. Yeah. I think the reason why he crashed out was because, like, another jeweler they're called AK Jewelers, AKAY Diamonds Jewelry. They use his name, Trax NYC, to sell, like, less quality gold chain to somebody else. Like, the cuz told him, oh, yeah. AK Diamonds told the customer, this is 14K K gold. Turned out to be 10K. He went up there. He said, went up there. He's trying to spaz on cuz. Y'all can roll the clip. Try to spaz on cuz. Cuz real live lit up a fireball and spit in his face, bro. I'm not gonna hold you as a man, bro. I don't care about no business. If I see your saliva all over my face, bro, I have to end you, bro. Like, what? Nah, he was like, I feel like when Trax walked up, he was like, that shit was good enough, bro. That shit was crazy as fuck, bro. What y'all think about that shit, though?
Nah, bro. If a grown man spit in your face, bro, you gotta react. But like, no crash out is like, nothing was worth that crash out. I'm not gonna lie.
You think so?
No. He was making his basically like giving out a bad rep for his business. So I get it, but I don't know, bro.
You don't think it's a good thing?
I think it's a good thing, though.
I don't think he should have like crashed out, but bro, Trax NYC right now, bro, like his thing right now is getting money off social media. You don't think that's gonna go like viral, which it did? That could probably benefit his business. Like
for sure,
people are just getting interacting and interested. Like, yo, why is this guy crashing now? And they found out he's a jeweler.
Till now,
right? So it's like, imagine, like, I think that kind of what drove him too to be so much like social media to help his business.
And then plus too, like he's always saying in his videos how he hates crooks in the industry, in the diamond industry or the gold industry that just try to overcharge customers and try to like really finesse them. So from what I've seen, bro, like if you're gonna crash out this bad, and mind you, like I heard that after the video ended, the AK Diamonds, everybody tried to jump Trax, try to really like fight him, like they was really jumping him. And then Trax said, I ain't going for that. He called the police and had AK Diamonds arrested. The whole situation is, it's actually like some boondocks, some funny ass shit. Bro.
It is
It's
some
crazy
funny
as
ass
fuck,
shit, bro. And maybe it's in Trax's defense, he's just trying to stand his ground. Like shit ain't sweet because like look, imagine he let that slide, then he gonna just keep ruining his business.
Yeah.
So sometimes crash outs are necessary, but not to the full extent where you'll get hurt.
What if somebody had bought a car from, let's just say CarMax, right?
Right.
CarMax is using DMV Drives name on there. Now everybody looking at DMV Drives crazy. You know what I'm saying? When we know DMV Drives got good cars.
Okay.
So would y'all crash out on CarMax?
Oh hell yeah!
Come on now, that's what he did. That's what he did.
It's a valid crash out though.
It's a valid crash out, bro. Can't be using the name wrong, bro. That's the brand.
I go to war for DMV Drive.
Especially knowing Trax, because he's like you said earlier, he's for the people. He also I be seeing videos of him going out in the street giving out people silver gold bars and stuff like that. Which we know silver work a little bit more now. So
100%.
Hey, so it's, I feel like he's all for the people. So it's a valid crash out. He looks out for the people, and while other people are stealing and in front of his name, using his name to steal and put a bad reputation to his name. So I don't think that's fair.
Yeah. I think that's why he was most mad. It's like, it's not even about like, okay, he finessed him for 10 karat gold instead of 14. It's more so like using his name.
Right. His name,
And man, your name is everything, bro. Your brand is everything. Just like DMV Drive. Our brand is everything. And 2026, we're going to show that all year.
If y'all don't know,
you should be happy, bro.
The Commanders just fucking beat the Eagles, bro. The pity ass fucking W, bro. Why? We lost to them twice already when it mattered. Now that it doesn't matter, they want to get a win. Like, bro, it's so
You think
stupid.
the Commanders will ever win a Super Bowl?
For sure.
You think so?
Jaden Daniels,
What year?
Jaden Daniels is not retiring without winning
what
one
year
Super Bowl.
though?
I don't know. Hopefully next year.
Is it harder to win a Super Bowl or NBA final championship?
NBA championship for sure.
I'll say NBA championship.
NBA championship for sure. I feel like Super Bowls, because of the way the playoffs is staged and just the way the how it's like a one game moves on type format. It favors more of a fluke team to win. Whoever's the better team that day is going to win. Not the best team that's been the best team all season or the best team. Like for a more consistent reign, it's going to be whoever that day can put the puzzle together and put it together.
Because NBA, like you got to play these motherfuckers seven times.
It's a game 7.
Game 7.
That's why people trying to discredit the OKC ring and say, "Oh, if Hallie didn't get hurt, they would have." Are you guys out of your?
Well,
blood?
I mean, they would have had at least a better chance because they won. OKC won what, the last 3 games in a row? Was it 3 games in a row?
It was the last, but like the statement that's being made is that if Hallie played, they're guaranteed OKC would have guaranteed loss.
No, I don't think so. They would have had. I mean, they would have put up more of a fight. I feel it could have gone to like game 7 and like actually played it out and be a little bit more equal. But I agree with being the NBA the hardest to win a championship because of the 7 game. Every team has another day to get better and work on their craft and actually come out and perform better than the day before. And
no better schemes, read the defense a little bit better.
So, but that's what I don't like about the NBA because you got you got a couple games to get better and I feel like it should just be there and there. You worked all year to get to this point. You got this one chance. You either get it done or go home.
So you think the playoffs should be like knockout phase?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's every sport usually. I mean, soccer used to, football.
Yeah.
Football.
They used to have like the 2-leg ways. Now they don't anymore. They now have one straight game, and that's how it is.
I mean, I feel like the NBA is more unpredictable. Even because it's 5 people on the court. Like someone can have an off night, someone can have a good night. Like in NFL, but you got how many 12 people, 11 people on the field. They not guaranteed to really like play the same every single day. We might double coverage this motherfucker every single day. We might do this every single day. So I feel like it's different styles. Like I don't know. I don't think now if we had like 7 games for the NFL, that'd be wild as shit. But then again, like I ain't gonna lie, motherfuckers ACL will fall off the bone and shit.
Because it's more of a contact sport. I feel like there's no way we're doing a 7-game series.
At least 3, best of 3.
Nah, bro.
NFL best of 3.
Just the amount of hits people taking one game, it's just I wouldn't want to see that twice in a row.
I think that the only sport that can be able to do that is definitely basketball.
Yeah, 100%.
And because their regular season too is 84 games. So they have to play out all that. And I think it like what Pana said, it kills the suspense, but it does solidify like you are the best team that year.
100%.
Yeah. So NBA, it is harder for you to win.
Shit happening though.
But the NBA,
like injuries. And stuff
but you
like
always
that.
get a double back. You can
so
get
injuries are fluke now. Now injuries are fluke.
I'm not saying injuries are fluke. I'm just saying the gameplay sometimes is fluke. Sometimes the refs be cheating. Sometimes the refs got parlays in, and like there be a lot of fluke plays be happening in the NFL. It's like, come on, like, what are we doing?
Now injuries are fluke.
I never said nothing about injuries. I never said nothing about
But it's a little different. In NBA, you have players that can replace another player for their position. Like they're equally better or
and be as good. Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Versus when you go to NFL, because I know that's what you're laughing and referring to. NFL is a little different. You got QB2 that hasn't had a lot of playing time. A lot of minutes, so it's a little harder for him to adapt to the situation, especially when it comes to these finals and semifinals and tougher games like that. So versus the NBA, they usually rotate players during the game, they get minutes, and it's a little different.
Like the NFL, like second string is like there's a big difference between second string and first string in the NFL.
Oh yeah,
NBA, I feel like the gap is a little bit shorter.
It is absolutely.
I think so, honestly.
Absolutely.
If you really think
I
about
mean,
it.
only because the QB's role is way far more like
But it's
far more demanding than a
QBs,
point guard in the
safeties.
NBA. A quarterback in the NFL, his role is more demanding than a point guard in the NBA, in my opinion.
But a point guard, I mean, you're right. I was gonna say something to
because bro, imagine you're.
I don't agree. I think it's equally demanding.
But in NBA, you can win a game without your star player.
Huh? You can win a game in the NFL without your star player either.
But
Not really.
You see how much it affects your team.
QB? Not really.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, you can. But that's what, maybe like 20% out of 100.
Like he said, like you see the big difference between a QB. The first string and the second string is because of that gap. It's like there's a huge gap there because the man that needs to be shown.
I don't agree at all.
NBA is like, even if he's not as good as the first string, he can still swing the rock, and he's still good at something.
He has four.
In NFL, they have to switch up the whole play calling. For example, Lamar and Tyler Huntley, it's two different playbooks. It's night and day, bro.
It's the same thing with the NBA.
No.
If the Oklahoma City Thunder are playing, and without SGA, they're not playing the same way as how SGA gets the ball and he's isoing one-on-one and tries to dime. They're playing more of a team basketball, passing the rock. Everyone's flowing through. It's the same thing.
But OKC does play like that, though. OKC plays team ball. Like there's probably any other team like doesn't play like.
They're very dependent on ball handlers, which is why when J-Dub, which I was saying, was having such a huge issue because he came back and he wasn't up to speed, and he tried to take that ball handling role which he couldn't fill just yet. He's not there yet. It will come.
I don't think there's any other. Sorry, Coach. I don't think there's any other team in NBA that can play as good as OKC without their main man.
Say that one more time. I
don't think there's another team in the NBA that can play as good as OKC without their main man.
That's very
which
arguable.
is SGA.
That's different. What about the Celtics are doing? What are they're third in the East right now?
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. They're a championship team, so you have to give respect to that.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the team. I don't think it's a sport thing.
But now to go back to what you're saying, you see how now Celtics doesn't have Jason Tatum. Mm-hmm. Now they have Payne Pritchard out there balling out. Yeah. So you can easily, but you can still put another as good player, a good player out there, and the team will still perform at their best, right? But if you take your best QB and you put your second best QB, he's not going to perform, and he's not going to give the same passing. He's not going to perform the same as your first QB. So I feel like it's a big difference.
I don't think it's a sport thing. I think it's a personnel thing. I think it depends on the team. It depends on the system. It depends on the players that you have on the roster. If you take a team like, let's say, give you for example the NFL. Okay, you want to take the Commanders. We didn't have Jaden Daniels for a few games, or for majority of the games we had Mariota. Mariota is a quarterback. He's a Heisman winner, by the way, and he's someone that would start on. All right, I'll take that back.
He would start in a couple of teams, maybe like the Titans. I'm just saying, not saying like the team that are bad, but I'm saying he can replace a lot of QBs out there that are starting for their teams right now.
I don't think that's even true.
You don't think Mariota can start over
Cam Ward?
Yes.
Hell no.
No.
But you don't draft the QB number one and then free him after a year. He has no weapons.
I ain't gonna like Cam Ward was number one pick.
Number one pick.
Yeah,
but after one season.
What are they?
Who's Cam Ward's RB1? Name him. You don't even know. Exactly.
Running back?
That's my point. He has no weapons.
It's
to Josh Spears. No, Spears.
Spears, okay.
But I'll say on any given day, even without the franchise player on the NBA team, you can any given day with the green light, any player can go off with the green light.
That's the same thing with the NFL.
No, bro.
No, we don't.
It's far more demanding for NFL,
but
it's far more.
There's most teams out there that put their second QB out there, they would lose their game. Mostly. You don't see that in the NBA though.
I think you do though.
Look at the Celtics. Like
not
just
really.
just a prime example of Celtics.
Celtics were a team that never even. They always fell between second or first place in the East. Now they're in third place without.
I mean, I guess you can say
like,
that.
you can give that. Don't get me wrong. Other people on the team are balling out, like Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, putting up. Even Anthony Simmons coming from the Blazers, he's playing pretty good too. But
It's been okay, yeah.
I just feel as though it's really a personnel issue. Whoever your star player is, if they are that much of an impact on the team, it doesn't matter who you put to fill in that role. It just depends on who you have. That's my argument.
At the moment, correct me if I'm wrong. If all the teams that are currently going to the playoffs, if you take out their starting QB, that team is not winning the.
It's a different team.
They're not winning the Super Bowl.
Okay, I can say that in all the players, in all the teams in NBA right now, if projected to go to the playoffs, if you take away their starting players, they are not winning the finals.
They can win the finals.
No, they cannot. If you take away SGA from the Thunder, I have zero faith in the Thunder to win the finals. Zero. And that is, I'm just being generous.
It depends who they play.
Bro.
It depends who they play.
So if they played the
Denver Nuggets or something.
the Nuggets for sure losing. They played the Wolves for sure losing. They play the Lakers.
The Wolves, really?
The Wolves.
Wolves are trash. They're trash, honestly.
Dude,
I think OKC without SGA beats
I don't think so.
Timberwolves. In
maybe
the
I'm
game of seven,
giving
for
SGA
sure.
too much credit, but I think without SGA on OKC, I don't see them getting to the conference finals.
Julius
honestly.
Randle is so inconsistent. I mean, Rudy Gobert is just pure trash.
Yeah, I don't know.
like
And I feel like
if you take away Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves, they still have a fighting chance.
No, they don't. Absolutely not.
No, they do.
What the hell is
Absolutely
No, they do.
not.
Wait, hold on. If you take
Absolutely.
If you take away Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves, who's going to be the starting point guard? Rob Dillingham?
Bro,
Yes.
they're
Are you out of your
bro.
mind?
Rob Dillingham has no. We're not
Absolutely not.
We're not gonna act like Rob Dillingham is some scrub that just
He's
has nothing
not.
to do.
He's a
I'm just saying,
great baller, but he's not taking.
Rob Dillingham's number one issue right now is just confidence.
No,
that's all
Rob
it is. Just
has the
confidence.
confidence.
Rob Dillingham is
He
a
doesn't
victim.
have the confidence right now.
Rob
He doesn't have
Dillingham
the
is
confidence.
a victim to what's making the basketball scene not as attractive as it was before. Rob Dillingham should be in college still, or at least getting
said
into
in
the draft.
college,
No, I'm
yeah.
just
Nah, I
being.
feel like
But
he's not NBA level.
He's not
Yes,
NBA.
he is.
No, no,
pro.
Yes, he is.
Listen.
No, don't say that.
Listen. Rob Dillingham has NBA talent, undeniably, but he's not NBA ready right now. He's
I
not.
think he's on the wrong
And
organization.
Bronny James is?
You put
No,
him on-
another one.
I don't know Bronny. I don't know
Another
Bronny.
example.
No, I don't know Bronny. I think you put Rob Dillingham on any other team and give him that green light, like I said earlier, and make him the star franchise player. I think he's gonna go off.
They're gonna look like that team's gonna look like the fucking Wizards.
I think he'll do good in the Wizards.
Wizards are just ass in general.
The Wizards have a very great young core. You're tripping. They're just not ready. They don't have that NBA ready dog mentality. Like they're not there yet to take over. The talent's there.
And I feel like it's part of the management too with the Wizards though.
Yeah, they can't. They need to get a stable vet to stay and actually, make a bond with these players and get them ready. Because I feel like in 2 to 3 years, the Wizards are going to be a serious team. I'm not joking. Quote me now. In a few years, if Wizards can keep their young core and they have a sturdy vet, I think CJ McCollum is good enough. But depending on if he wants to stay or not, if they can get a sturdy vet,
They got Chris Middleton in there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They got this one little. I don't know how old he is. I can't really call him young or old. I don't know how old, but he's been shooting from like a logo and shit.
Trey. Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
shooting
I
that shit
seen
from
the
the
ball.
parking lot. Nah,
Him,
crazy.
Alex Sarr, Bub Carrington. I love some of those boys really balling. I'm not gonna lie. I've been paying close attention. At first, I was not a fan because I think Alex Sarr was drafted first or second in the draft, and his first year wasn't anything pretty, but he stepped it up, got better defensively. He was really lacking on like making up his mind on the offensive side, but he's playing a little bit better this season. I'll give it to him. But he's a future defensive player of the year candidate, definitely. That's how much faith I have in that player.
Let us know in the comments what role do you think is harder to replace. Okay. Now, I'm gonna change up the sport real quick. Very similar sports, but a lot of attributes are different. Boxing and MMA. What sport do you think it's easier for you to go in and debut and be successful in?
Boxing, easily.
Yeah, I'll say boxing, bro.
It's
I'm gonna put this in the late age.
wait.
Right now,
It's easier to debut in.
yes. At this moment in time, let's say right now you stop what you're doing and you want to train for this sport. Which one will be easier for you to
I say
become
boxing.
a professional in?
Probably boxing.
Only because it's like there's one component to boxing, which is, well, not one. It's like less components to boxing than MMA. Let me not say one, because you got to work on your defense and your offense. So 2, I'll give it 2. And then if you want to count footwork, sure, but I think that's part of either defense or offense.
How about you, Kev?
Yeah, I'll say boxing is easier because for the MMA, it's a whole, bruh. You can have the best takedown ever, but it just for MMA, it just takes one slip up to really fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Compared to boxing. Boxing, of course, is still like stand up and stuff like that, but it's just like it's a whole lot going on with MMA. So I say MMA is a little harder because like it's just
a little, bro. I said
it's,
way harder.
It's a whole lot going on in the cage. Like you got to really work on takedown. You got to work on your own offense. You got to work on not getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to work on your tank because it's like what it's. I think depending on what level you go to, it's 3 rounds or 4 rounds or 5 rounds, right?
What you mean?
In the octagon.
It's a regular bout. It's 3 rounds, and it's a championship
5.
Yeah,
there's no 4.
Yeah, I still say I think MMA is more difficult to go pro in on the big stage.
MMA or boxing?
MMA is harder.
I think
Okay, maybe it's harder.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
boxing, I feel like it's easier because you only have to defend yourself from the opponent's hand. And fucking MMA, you have to protect yourself from your kicks, elbows and spinning elbows and spinning leg kicks. So it's like
Takedowns.
It's takedowns. So it's they're coming from all over all the angles. So it's a lot. It's a high poke. So it's a lot harder in MMA. I mean, it's a lot harder.
And I feel like, bro, it took me so long to realize this and like to understand this. I've watched great strikers lose striking battles to people who can't strike as well as them just because of the takedown, the threat after takedown. Like,
Right. Yeah.
it took me so long to understand why it matters so much, but it's so key. It's crazy. You have to like just the thought of you getting put on your back and you can't stand up on your own. Like you don't have the will to get up. It puts so much fear in your heart that you don't even want to throw your hands. Like, you're only worried about making sure you can stop the takedown.
Right, like that John Jones and Rampage fight when John Jones started off his back.
Bro.
John, what happened? I forgot what happened that fight.
He started off his back.
Like laying down on his back?
on his back.
And then what?
And then
Rampage
Rampage. Yeah, he had to because John Jones was just on his back. You don't remember that fight?
I don't remember that fight.
We have to
I
look it
don't
up.
even remember the beginning of the fight.
He
That's
just
it.
started off.
No. It was the crawl. He crawled.
Well, he was. I think he was. I can't remember if he was crawling or he was on his back. But basically, he was just looking for the takedown, which he know Rampage is not good at. Obviously Rampage is better at striking. So
when the round started, he crawled to him.
and then it was just all takedown, and obviously, it took off Rampage off his game because now he's never seen somebody crawl to him and try to take him down like that. So it's a little harder. So I feel like
he said that I think John Jones said that him doing that shit was a last minute decision.
Yeah,
because he kept on having nightmares about not Rampage Jackson knocking him out.
Yeah,
so
there
he said,
go.
you know what? I'm just come out here and on some different shit, be an animal.
Yep. So he started. I think it was crawling or off his back. Well, either or. I can't remember exactly, but it was So I feel like MMA is definitely harder.
But shout out to boxing. I want to say RIP to Anthony Joshua.
His friends,
not Joshua.
Oh,
sorry, I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking.
Close one.
But I want to say, close one now for real. But I want to say RIP to his friends and his his camp, his coach, his best friend. Like it was crazy because just 2 weeks ago he was on top of the world. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say that. Not on top of the world.
I mean, he had
beating up Jake Paul's on top of the world.
Not that, but it was I mean, it was a big event with a big payout, and they got 92 mil off that.
A good
moment of his life.
It was a great moment. And
not on top of the world though.
The week right after that, you lose your coach that was helping you out, and your best friend that was alongside you. I think that's just tragic. That's just crazy.
That's just really wild. It's very unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate.
Very sad. I think what this needs to bring awareness to. I know you guys are aware, or some of you guys are aware of Detty December, people where they go to Nigeria and enjoy the Christmas holidays over there with their family over there. But I think part of the problem and part of what needs to be brought to attention and raise awareness is people are very happy to go over there, live lavishly and spend and enjoy the scenes and the vibe, the cultural vibes. But I don't see as many people investing into the country to better it for events like this. It's kind of tragic because when he died, when his coach, when they got into the accident, there were civilians were just able to he had his phone stolen because people were just able to go into the car and this nigga is having probably a brain
like traumatic
events is going on right now. He has flashlights in his face. Like
no
it's a
ambulance,
like,
no police.
No ambulance pulled up, no police. I'm sure he had to find his own transportation and the means of all that to go to the hospital. It's kind of very concerning how much money is being put into like, because you see the clubs and like the cars out there. It's like they're very lavish parts of Nigeria. So it's like,
but I hear what you're saying. People are saying like, oh, people do need to invest in this and that, but is that the people or is that the government?
I think that's part. It starts with the government because you can't invest into corruptness because they're just going to take the money and use it for the wrong reasons. So there's got to be a change with the government first. But once that change does come, I think all these people who are going, like I'm seeing celebrities like DDG, Ruby Rose,
Burna Boy,
Wiz. All these people going over there for Detty December. I think everyone should come together and just for Africa in general, not just Nigeria, because this corruptness is not just with Nigeria. As you guys know, Cameroon has had the same president since I've been alive. Since I was sucking my thumb, I've been seeing the same guy running this country.
Oh, for real.
So it's just awareness needs to be raised for corruptness in Africa. We need to pray for Africa, just corruptness in general. Every country around the world, everywhere. We shouldn't be in 2026. That shouldn't be an issue. Like corruptness.
Like I've seen people too that go back home, like for example, Wizkid or Burna Boy.
Baby.
Like I don't want to say that they're obligated to help out. Like the same thing. I
think they are.
The same conversation we had a while ago. Are billionaires obligated? No, they're not obligated, but it's the way to go about it. Like this motherfucker is on a G-Wagon.
I think that's different though.
Bro, this nigga, I mean, I don't know if it was Wizkid or what. He was on a G-Wagon. Bruh is standing on top of the hood. On top of the hood of the car. Driving through a poverty town. Just throwing away money like this. Throwing away money like that. Like, nigga, like, are you doing that just because you feel like the man? Or are you doing that to really help the community? Because if you really wanted to help the community, you would do some shit that's not just like throwing money all over like what the fuck, like niggas just
making people pick up the money off the floor.
Yeah, bro, like you actually do something for the community and actually help out that city.
You don't think they're obligated? Like
they're not obligated, bro.
But like, that's different. Bro. When we spoke about that, we weren't talking about musicians. People who are like you have to realize. Let's just, for example, Davido, Wizkid, these Nigerian artists. Who got them to stardom? The Nigerians, the locals, the people who are listening to the music. Those people are the one who made you who you are. Maybe obligated is not the right word, but if you have a good heart, if you're a good human being.
You shouldn't be greedy.
There's no way you see the less fortunate, the people who gave you everything you have essentially, and you can't help out. I don't know. It's just some people may see it as being obligated. Some people see it as not.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, those people, if you come from a certain part, they love you.
Yeah,
they see you as like
they worship these people like gods, bro.
Right. Plus like as y'all know, like international money, like artists who are international, like let's say Bad Bunny or let's just say Burna Boy, like that money is different than just like American rap money, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
because it's more sales globally and worldwide. It's not just like the United States and shit.
And also when they go back home,
conversion rate
is crazy.
It's crazy as fuck, bro.
Like I saw in Nigeria, like what a dollar's like how many thousands like of Nigerian.
I'm not familiar with
I think
is Naira.
I mean,
Naira.
There's Naira. There's franc. There's a whole bunch of like different ones.
Do you know Cameroons?
Yeah, so Cameroon is called FRANC. It's called France. Yeah. So like $20 is like $20 like what 10,000 francs over there.
God dang.
I gave my cousins like $50, bro. You called me immediately, thanking me like shit. Call me on WhatsApp, bro. Spamming my shit because I was asleep. It was like 6 a.m. on Christmas. Niggas like, bro, thank you so much, bro. Yeah. You don't know what this means, blah blah blah. Mind you, I gave the bread to my mom like weeks ago, so I low-key forgot. But it shit meant the world to me. Like just to make someone's day, like just little shit like that. Just imagine what someone like Wizkid or David, just know what they can do.
They can
change someone's life, bro.
That's true.
Easy, like with a snap of a finger. I know it's not as easy because so many other people to help out, but like you gotta move into the right steps into the right direction. Starting them with like foundations or getting other artists like yourself to pitch in together so it's not just one person. It's something that can be done that's not being done.
I mean, it's tough to say, bro. It's really tough to say.
It's easier said than done, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Once you get to a certain point in life and you really like, you don't know what this motherfucker went through to get to fame or get to money. Like, so their mindset is, If I can do it and I can grind myself to this position, why can't he do it?
I think that's bogus though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
very
it's that's
bogus.
what I'm saying. But it's a lot of variables and a lot of like if and buts that can can judge that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
true.
We're not saying these artists should give people handouts, but like there are definitely people in other countries that don't have the same opportunities that
Oh, for sure.
people
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
and it's like and who have been through traumatic experiences as well. Who have been? I'm not saying that these people who have the fame and the money haven't been through their own experiences, but what you gonna die with 50 mil in your account, bro? Like
Yeah,
nigga, that
that's
shit.
crazy.
You can't take that shit with you.
Yeah.
Why not help? I know for a fact that when I get rich, not if, when, I'm definitely it's gonna be foundation. It's gonna be something. I have plans, bro. So I'm not just talking like
We're gonna get you there, bro. The
Playmakers-
Playmaker's gonna get you there.
Hell yeah.
Playmaker,
But you gotta wake up early, grind,
Do the work.
dedicate. Do your thing, bro.
I
Because
hope you
for us
guys
to
are
get
still,
there.
sticking to your New Year's resolutions. I hope you guys are, because I am. I'm gonna hold y'all accountable this year. No slacking off.
They say that New Year's resolutions. I want y'all to guess this because I know this fact, bro. You know what I'm saying? How many days, don't geek? How many days do you think it takes someone to break the resolution when the year starts?
The first day.
I say about a week, 2 weeks.
What you think?
4 days.
It's 9 days, bro.
9.
So once you get past that 9 days, you're already doing better than the majority that set their resolution. So I think that's a fun fact. you know
5
what
more
I'm
to
saying?
go.
Shout out to you, man.
Yes, sir.
Don't have your girlfriend calling you saying you gotta be up at this time or doing this. Just do that on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do that on your own and find your rhythm.
Do it for you, bro.
Do it for you, bro.
So at what what time y'all think I should wake up like as a man like?
See, that's like a very like that's a
Enough time to get me to work.
not
Yeah,
full.
yes, sir. I feel you.
You think it's you think it's okay for a woman to like obligate since we were talking about obligation over here, you think it's fine for a woman to obligate you to be up a certain time?
Women shouldn't be obligated to do jack squat. Obligation? I'm not obligated to do nothing for no woman. What do you mean? Unless it's my mom. Shout out to my mom.
Shout out,
yeah, shout out.
Other than that, hey, I put my own rules. I take care of my own self. I don't depend on no woman, so no woman is telling me what to do.
Because I seen a video and it was this girl talking about
What's her name?
I don't know her name.
We're gonna find her.
We're gonna find her at name. Probably
This for
put it
you
in the video.
too.
But she's talking about no man should be sleep past 7 in the morning.
7?
So when 7 in the morning hit, you should be up.
Up and ready.
Up and ready.
If not, she's the cutoff.
Nah, that's bogus.
fair.
That's bogus as shit. I'm not
For me
gonna-
personally, I mean, I get off late, so 7. There's no way I'm gonna be up at 7. Just being honest.
So what time you think? At what time do you wake up now?
I'm not gonna lie. I wake up like it varies from like 8:30 to like sometimes 10:30, 11.
All right. So
Depending on what time I get home.
So how do you feel about her saying like you should be up at 7 in the morning? Like how you feel about that?
I'm not her man, but for me, it's kind of ridiculous because if you have a job and you're paying the bills and whatever your schedule is, you can maintain your lifestyle, getting up whatever time you want.
Right.
I'm not saying you should be a slouch or whatever because you have money, but
Yeah.
depending on the person and your situation. You wake up whenever you see fit.
That's what I gotta say, bro. You want me to be up at 7 a.m. in the morning, sharp, bro? I need breakfast at 7:01 as soon as I get up, fool. 7:02, no later than 7:02, bro. Don't
So
make me
she should
mad,
be waking
bro.
up before you.
Yeah,
You're not gonna give her like 30 minutes to make
bro.
breakfast.
If she want me to be up and active at 7 in the morning,
Yeah.
and be working shit around the house and doing it, bro, I need my stomach filled, bro.
That is fair.
G shit,
That's fair.
fool. That's wild.
Because you
bro.
can't just demand and not expect.
Yeah.
I can't expect nothing back.
Exactly.
So, like,
this generation, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, like, so you know how we always, like, people always say, what is she bringing to the table? So you expect a hot cooked meal for breakfast.
If I'm doing everything around the house, I'm taking care of the bills and taking care of you. Yes, I
How
need
about
a
this?
hot meal.
How about this? You wake up at 7, and by 7:01, there's a warm glass of milk and some Cheerios on the table.
Cheerios at 7 in the morning. Is it like Disney Channel? Shawty, I need some waffles, eggs, like from scratch. I'm just saying respectfully. I feel like
Respectfully?
nowadays women do expect a lot out men. Like
For sure.
it's a different generation. It's a different time. Like we not gonna be out here like
I
building castles and shit. Like,
right. I also seen another crazy take from a woman. Like it was a woman's podcast. She said, if my man is not the wolf of the pack, don't date him. I'm like,
bird brain, bro.
bro. It's just like unrealistic.
It's unrealistic, bro.
None of us look. Just to kind of answer her question, if you're in a real genuine friend group, no one looks like the alpha wolf or whatever. It's like everyone is pulling their own string. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy? A lot of these women who say this, like I would understand if they was like happily married and they had a partner. Like they're single, just like the next joint. Like, come on, like I don't give advice on men.
That's why they single. 'Cause they over here giving the bullshit as advice.
That's what I'm saying. Mind you, I love my woman, all flavors. But I'm just saying, like, there has to be.
You single?
I am single actually. It comes to a point though. It comes to
Ready
a point.
to mingle?
Not yet.
Single
bro.
by choice though.
Single by choice. I'm not ready to mingle yet. It is February, Valentine's Day coming up.
Ooh, stay away from that.
My birthday coming up right after that, so I do want to enjoy the time being. But summertime, I can see myself a little John. I can see my. What about y'all?
So you're part time, not full time.
Part-time single? No, I'm full-time single.
Yeah,
I'm full-time single. Oh, what y'all? Y'all boys single or what?
No, I'm big single.
Oh,
big
yeah?
single by choice as well, and just going by my routines.
Okay.
I like my
Emphasis on
routines.
big, huh?
What about you, Jorky? You single?
Yeah, not for sure. I'm single.
You single, Trev?
Of course, I'm single.
Serious.
Y'all already know. Y'all heard the
Y'all ready to
Playmakers are single.
Is they ready to mingle?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready to mingle anytime. Let me
You
know.
what?
No, but like seriously though. Seriously,
I
mingle.
mean, nah. Don't want to put myself in a predicament, so I would just say nah.
You ready to mingle seriously, Jorky?
I mean, if the right drink comes, maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
The white
Trev?
woman.
What about you? Serious?
No, I'm single.
Nah, but are you ready to mingle seriously though? Dang. There you go. All right. Cool.
We're trying to look out for y'all for real.
Yeah. Like you mean like no or yeah?
Wrap it up.
Yo, no, that's geek. That's so geek.
I'm not ready to mingle. Seriously.
For sure. Yeah, man.
It's a new year, man. Got locked in.
New
Got a lot of shit
year.
to do, bro.
Ladies, Valentine's Day is next month, so
I need my flowers.
I'm saying, lucky ladies. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna send some flowers to one of the pretty ladies and my followers. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know the address. Let me know if you want to send it
How
to your
about
job or
this?
some
How about
shit.
this?
I know where your head at. Okay.
But we'll see how locked we are.
Let's see.
So, as you guys know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and we want to have a special gesture for our Playmaker ladies. Ladies, if you are single, we're going to have a post for you to interact with. Let us know if you want to enter. But we're going to have a bouquet of flowers, some chocolates, maybe a dinner, sponsored by our one and only.
Sponsored by our sponsors, DMV Drives. If you guys haven't already, follow their socials, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. As you guys know, they're located in the heart of the DMV community, and they have the best prices. You can do side-by-sides with any other dealership. They have the best prices in the market. So do not forget to go to DMV Drives and find your next vehicle. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what drives you.
Drives us.
Already. And speaking about Valentine's Day, we're going to go ahead and shut this bad boy down because Kev over there got a Valentine date in the forecome. Yes or no?
He working on that.
He working on it. Yeah or
I'm
no?
working on it right now.
Okay. I hope she's the one.
You know what I'm saying? Time will tell.
He will let you know. He will let you know very soon.
Yes,
On
sir.
that note, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Playmaker podcast. We love you guys. We love all the support. If you guys have any questions, have any feedback, please feel free to shoot us a DM, text through our Instagram, our TikTok, Facebook, whatever you want. But I'm Playmaker Swift.
I'm Playmaker Will.
Playmaker Pana.
Playmaker Kev.
And on that note, we are out.
On to the next one.
Yes, sir. Got it, type.
I got it. I'm Rampage Jackson.
But so
Too. I'm spanking shit right now.
So
Animal. Big out shout out to
That's how it should be.
I'm gonna look.
you still gonna look?
I'm gonna look.
Keep it
They say
player.
Guatemala, USA might win. I don't know, bro.
Hey,
I don't know, bro.